question.
Oh, not a bodybuilding question.
Hey Sam, I was wondering if you could ask Lee for advice on my arms.
Oh,
My current split is legs, arms, back, then chest for about 2 weeks, then take a day off. I start light with high reps, then add weight until I can only get about 8 reps for a total of 5 sets. I get a really good pump, but an hour later I'm back to square one and I'm rarely sore the next day. I guess my main question is, am I overtraining or not training enough? Thanks in advance, and I hope all is well with you guys.
you don't always have to get sore after a workout. So, when you do, it feels good. But, I say if you're not happy with it, change it up. You should know that better than me, that if you're going lighter and going for a pump and you go on to failure and feels good, but then after an hour, well, when you say an hour, and is that after an hour of training or an hour after you've finished training? Because an hour after you finish training, of course you're going to lose your pump. Your pump's not going to be there all day, and your arms aren't going to stay big all day. So, if it's not working, change it up. Go fewer reps, go 6 to 8 reps, go super heavy, that sort of thing. So, whatever order you're doing your arms in, switch it around. If you're starting with dumbbells first, barbell, whatever, start with cable curls first and do that. There's so many variations you can do that, nothing's set in stone, so just keep changing it up till you find something that works. Or every couple of workouts, just keep changing it so your body doesn't get used to it. So, when you say training hard too, until I can see you, what could be your hard is, might not be hard at all. So, your body's got a way of telling you to slow down and shut down when things get uncomfortable and hurt. So, it's hard to say until I could actually see you training if it's hard or not.
And there's not like one or two set formulas that you've used in your bodybuilding career to get the world's best arms. Like
everyone just does the same. You do barbells, dumbbells, cables, preachers, tricep push down, close grip. There's only so many exercises you can do for arms. People will be saying, "Oh Lee, I like your triceps. How can I work the outer head and all this?" I'm like, so just go work your fucking tricep. If you're doing push downs and close grip bench and dips and that, you're going to work the whole 3 heads of the triceps. But these people just want to concentrate on that one part of the tricep. Your whole tricep's going to work anyway, so just go train the whole thing, and if it grows, it grows. People have to understand, sometimes you might not have the genetics to have big arms. There's a lot of guys at the gym I see training who are really strong, and they might curl heavy and do push downs heavy and do heavy dips, but they haven't got big arms. But they've got the strength there, but they just haven't got the genetics to build big arms. It's just simple as that. So it doesn't matter sometimes how you train, how heavy you go, what drugs you take, you still might never get big arms. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, look, I think people think that you've got this magical answer of, okay, if you do this many sets, this many reps in this sequence of this
stand on one leg and lean to the side.
Yeah, there's some secret. But from my years of asking you the same questions over and over again,
there is no secret.
It's just trial and error, consistency.
And then if you do that for years and years and years, the consistency and trial and error, and you eat right and you take drugs and you still haven't got big arms, well, guess what? You're not meant to have big arms.
You did forgot the synthol.
And the synthol, well, that looks terrible. That looks terrible too. That's when all else fails.
Yeah.
When all else fails, use synthol. Then you have a big bicep and small forearm.
Yeah. No, I just think, I could ask you 100 of these questions because
I feel like someone just saying, how can I get a big cock like the porn star? You can sit there and pull it all day, stretch it and stand on it, and, hang weights off it all you want, but, in the end, it's not going to happen if you haven't got the genetics, is it? So, just mix it up and see how you go. But there's nothing set in stone. I don't do anything different that you'd be doing, so it's...
And soreness is not always an indicator of...
No, it's always nice to get sore because you feel like you've actually done something, but there's lots of times I train the next day, I'm like, doesn't even feel like I've trained, so... But, if you're lifting weights and you're squeezing it, the muscle is working, so... It's just one of those things.
Yeah. And I don't think if he's not sore and, doesn't have tendon pain and all that sort of thing. I doubt it's.
It's like, if your wife's still walking tomorrow and her pussy's not sore, doesn't mean you didn't fuck her the night before, does it? You probably fucked her, just didn't fuck her good. So yeah, maybe you're not training your arms good enough. Yeah, so train them arms like you're banging that pussy hard. Yeah, that's my advice.